You're such an asshole.
I was going to do a podcast, and then I found out the article my buddy sent me was fake news. Fake news. There is not a breeding visa in Japan, so foreigners may go and impregnate the Japanese womans. That is fake news. And I know that's why I thank God I looked it up like that. Then something's wrong here. This can't be right. And it is not. That is not real news. What is real news is girls cheating on you as well as men cheating on girls. Everyone cheats on everybody. So there you go. There's cynical right off in the morning. This is a long one, so everyone sit down, have a cup of coffee, put it on pause, get comfy. Hi, Cappy. My question doesn't have much to do with how to get the girls up, but getting over a girl or the situation tied to a specific girl. I was involved with my ex for 2.5 years. Beautiful. I will have to anonymize this. Beautiful foreign girl that came to an American state for college, 20 years old at the time. Okay, oh, I'm gonna have to feel these one at a time so you understand. It's not that you made mistakes, but how uninformed you were, how naive and young you are. To not these aren't even red flags. These are just basic 101 stuff. And I feel bad for you boys. I feel bad for young men and young girls too, but you cannot afford the luxury to go into the world as naive and unprepared as your fathers have failed to raise you. Okay? And I understand you were like, it's like the millennial paradox. Like, get off your ass and do something. But we were lied to. You're not wrong. I'm sympathetic, but it is still your responsibility because now you're getting hurt. So it doesn't matter that your parents or society misled you, didn't inform you, didn't get you hip to. Yeah, all right. They didn't give you a weapon before they sent you into war. Well, grab one. You can yell all you want that the supply depot didn't give you a weapon. Go grab one off a corpse and let's go. You got bigger pressing issues in front of you. You still have the responsibility. So, what did you think a foreign girl in the United States at 20 was going to do? Go to church with you? She wants foreign dick. Or as Atham would say, deek. She wants foreign dick. I don't care that she's foreign. It doesn't make her any more mature or less mature. She's a 20-year-old girl. She's coming overseas. More ways than one. Maybe you're present, maybe you're not. At the time I met her, I was 24. I was laid off for 8 months during the time. You work a legit job, a real man's job. So work had me traveling, but our relationship wasn't technically long distance, as for the most part, I was able to just visit at least 3 days out of the week. Also, given the 8 months pretty much living together, we had a great relationship. Let's stop. No, you didn't. You didn't. She cheated on you. All right, period. It's not a good relationship. It may have been fun. Things might have been going well. This is not a good relationship. And I'm sorry, by 24, especially with the internet, with all the older brother stuff and the red pill guys, you should have at least been somewhat aware. Somewhat like, she may go and run off with another guy. I mean, that should be all you young men out there, all you old men out there. If you're dating a girl who's 20, it should just be common knowledge. Like, okay, all right, this is fun. Things might be great. Sure, you got to cook for me. Oh, but then you banged, I don't know, the forward on the basketball team. All right, yeah. That's why you don't put any emotion in it. Road trip, great sex, close with one another's family for the most part. Try my best to provide for fun experiences and times we were together, but also the disease had held us up inside for a good chunk as well. The last 6 to 8 months of our relationship, she was in she was in a class. She was in a class, met a guy. Typical bad boy, frat boy, silver spoon. Same with my ex on that one. Okay, so red flag, I guess, not like super red flag, rich people. There's nothing wrong with rich people if they earn it. Those are some of the most interesting people in the world. But the children of rich people, trust fund kids, spoiled kids, no. Rich foreign girl comes over to the United States at 20 to go to college, and you're surprised she's looking for dick or deek, as our good friend Ethel would say. Oh my God, they didn't give me a weapon. Okay, did you pick up one? How many machine guns over corpses did you walk past? I'm wondering. I mean, look, if you are in that field, obviously you must have had a good father and present. I think in this regard, you may have grown up under too good of a family where they were kind of naive to the real world or what's going on out in the dating market. Did your dad, you'll just be a good boy, son, and work really hard. And then they'll respect you. Yeah. Here comes Kevin in sales. He rode motorcycles and is becoming one of the most sexy careers possible. At the same time, I couldn't care less because I really wasn't concerned with her having friends, as she was quite lonely when I was gone. Oh, geez, the lonely 20-year-old college girl who came from wealth. See, I can't help but laugh because I see it with old veteran eyes. You didn't see this. Like, you didn't know you were walking into a landmine field or a minefield. Um. Anyways, fast forward a bit, and I'm doing my best not to make this terribly long. Oh, you succeeded. Late 2021, I'm coming back from working out of state for Christmas after finishing a job in an out of state place. The last 4 months of our relationship, the nagging, the bickering over small stuff was increasing from her. Real red flag there. Real red flag. Let me interrupt here and let's interrupt our story. Set our hero aside. He's there. Just put him right. He's still there. He ain't going anywhere. Set aside the little tangent here. Let me ask you this. If you had gone into this, I would hate to say the cynicism that I have, but your eyes wide open, not your eyes wide shut. And you looked at this on the face value and you didn't let her prettiness bias or mud your eyes and your vision towards her. And you said, okay, this is fun. She's gonna run off with a bunch of other guys. It's gonna be temporary. Would you be in a better situation right now? Emotionally, I mean, personally. You wouldn't be torn up about this, right? And what's done is done. I think every guy has to go through this so you understand, especially with the younger gals. But can you see we're having a more accurate view of reality? Having your expectations aligned with reality, not hopium, not idealism, not WAV. Could you see where not having until they like prove? I mean, and you went out to what, 2 years odd? I mean, just not even having even after 2 years, like it's not like you prove. It's like, no, the scorpion and the frog kind of thing. I mean, here's a perfect example. Like, I don't care if it took 2 years to go across that stream. The scorpion still stung the frog. It's in their nature. Young 20-something. When the 28, 29 epiphany phase, then maybe they're serious. But you dated a Western woman at 20, a 20-year-old Western woman. You expected her to be loyal. So when this bickering and nagging came up on the smallest things, would you not have like, oh yeah, the guy's here. All right, our time is done. We've had some fun. TFM has a great analogy to this. It's like you have a flower. The flower is only going to bloom for what, spring and summer, basically at most 6 months. Then it gets cold and then it will wilt and die. Everything comes to an end. And if you worry about saving the flower, you don't get to enjoy the flower for what it is at its peak bloom. And that's what you should be doing with every 20-something girl, or certainly young 20-something girl. unless there's like serious talk of commitment and marriage and all that other crap. And I'm again painting the two worlds. What if you just appreciated the bloom for what it was for, knowing it was going to wilt and die? I'm saying this for future benefit for you, but for every one of you younger boys out, you think a girl in college, especially a foreign student, is interested in settling down for one dick? I'd feel bad for. I know you're hurt. I know you're hurt. You fell in love, but it won't ever happen again. Not to this. It's like getting immune. It's like you catch the cold, right? And it's horrible. You're coughing and sneezing and fever or whatever. But if you ever get that cold again, you're immune to it. You're now inoculated against. You are immune to this ever happening to you again. You might get a little, but it won't be. You're like, yeah, that one, it didn't even sting. But oh man, I was having fun with that girl. Oh, then she met who? Who does she always meet, guys? She met T-Rash, and there he was with his little smirky smile. Got his 6-pack abs with one arm up, like, hey, sister. At least our T-Rash, the one we have in the audience, he's black. I'm just assuming. You don't have to be black to be T-Rash. And then, T-Rash, I knew I saw him sneaking around. I saw T-Rash at the donut shop across the street. I knew it. It's your turn. Here you go, T-Rash. Yep. She likes it from behind. Just a little inside baseball on that one, T. He's like, thank you, brother. You're like, all right, go get him, T-Rash. Catch them all, T-Rash. Catch them all. I had been red pill prior to this, but I guess not enough. No, you were not red pill. You were not. I read the book about working out, but I didn't do any of the exercises in the book. Well, then you did. I read the diet book, but I didn't change my diet. Well, then you weren't doing the diet. I read about lifting weights, but I didn't actually lift the weight. Then you didn't. You're not red pill. That's nice. You have a great theory. You got a great theoretical understanding of the red pill. You put none of this into practice, and what did it cost you? Tell me why, tell me what you want. But I knew this was a warning sign, as we never fought, and I was aware of this guy friend. Then you should have just walked, dude. I mean, you were living together. I don't know why you're doing that. On a certain day, I made it into town after leaving straight from work after a 10-hour drive home. Hands still a bit dirty from working. I switched on the light to the bedroom, left a smear of dirt and oil. I went to shower at her place. She gets up after I shower, sees the dirt and storm, and a bleep storm comes out of her mouth. Wait, don't you live with her? She proceeds to give me the I'm not happy anymore. We break up. I pack a few of my belongings I had in her house, which her parents bought along with her college paid. What the hell? How many red flags do you need, moron? Guys, this isn't a theoretical physics class. This isn't a philosophy class. This is a trade school. Here are the tools. This is going to happen to you. This is the biggest thing in your life, and that is the pursuit of the opposite sex, because that's how you're programmed. And if you do not handle this correctly, you will suffer tremendously. Now, to be perfectly honest, you didn't suffer that much. Imagine if you got married and had kids and had your finances tied in with this girl, right? So all you got is a little bit of emotional pain. But, guy, you can't just read the book. You can't. You have to incorporate it into your mind and make decisions based off of it. I know probably the hardest thing for men is to reprogram their feelings, but you have to. Have we all had heartbreak? Yes. What was Cappy young and dumb like you? Yes, he was. Did he have a girl break his heart? Yes, he did. A couple times, but varying degrees. Now, and I hate to give a compliment to Vince. Vince over at Masculine Geeks, he had a girl that broke his heart. Just gave him a nightmare of hell. And after a while, you get, I don't want to say it's inured or you build up a callous, though there certainly is that, but you understand women for what they are. And it's like I hate to say it, but you don't really like fall in love with them anymore. You're just kind of like, okay, all right, this is your nature. You acknowledge they are the scorpion and you are the frog. And you're like, no, I'm not giving you a ride. Build your canoe over there and we could go across the stream together. But and when you try to sting me, I'm not like, oh my God, I'm so emotionally betrayed. Like you don't, because it's real, it's empirical. I don't know any other way to describe it. And I know that's maybe the irony of wisdom is you really can't convey, you could convey information, but when your wisdom is about reprogramming your hardwired human nature, it's almost impossible for someone to theoretically rewire their brain, as opposed to them, they're just going to have to go through it. And I think maybe that's what it is. So maybe the best we can hope for, because you're all going to keep making this mistake, you're all going to be emotional, and as you should be, you're going to go into it eyes wide shut, is that when you come out of it, you understand. At least we can eliminate the confusion. But for all you younger guys, I mean, just, and 20-year-old girl, rich parents, out of state, out of the country, enjoy it for what it is. And then if she happens to like really be the doting sweet girl that's capable of a committed relationship, there's a surprise for you. That's a bonus. But you have to assess and acknowledge people for what they really are, even if you're relying on stereotypes. Well, that's kind of unfair to the individual. Maybe, but they can prove themselves otherwise, but not when you're asked to invest so much time, money, effort, resources, in your case, emotion. You know, I'm not saying become a rock and have no human emotions, but just understand what it is. As I'm leaving, she begs me to stay the night. What's wrong with her? I was heartbroken, slept on the couch. It was late, and I had just driven back from out of state. In the AM, we had one last discussion. I made it clear that this is because of another guy that we would never speak. That if this is because of other guy, we would never speak again. She promised it wasn't. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Good man. Good man. After leaving, I spent the holidays with family in a different state, then drove back to a third state for more work. A month or two, no contact goes by. One drunk night guy replied to the last. I can't make it in time. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me what you want. She had sent from a month or prior, and somehow we decided to become a friends with benefits. She said she missed the sex and my company, me being a dumb quanta, haha. I agree. Well, wait a minute. If you're just friends with benefits and you put no emotion into it, cool. So when I came back and we met up for the first time since, I had come to find out she was partying constantly since we ended things, getting blackout 4 or more times a week. Good. I don't see how this is your problem. You guys are already broken up. She ended up getting, oh, well, okay, wait. She claimed, let's put that in there. Now you wrote, she ended up getting forcible bedroom, not fun time on top of this. Or did she claim that? Right? She was lying to you already before. She comes from a wealthy background. She didn't earn it, which happened days after we agreed to our friends with benefit situation. Oh, oh, is that really? Do you see that being another red flag? I obviously loved and cared for her still, so I spent time with her in the fragile state until we started sleeping together, which was like a day or two after that had happened. Dude, what? Sorry, this is getting out of hand. Yeah, it is. I don't, dude, you don't have to apologize to me. You paid me a lot of money. All right. And other men are going to be in this situation. Apologize to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror, and little head you should apologize to not big head you, but heart you. Your little head should be apologizing to your heart. You should be ashamed of yourself here. And you should start caring more for your long-term mental health than your horniness. And dude, how little else play did you have that you would tolerate a despicable person like this? That you would love someone like this? What's wrong with you? Or at least after all this drama, like, okay, I could understand things went well for 2 years. When she started becoming a literal train wreck, when were you about to say, "Ooh, maybe I dodged a bullet here and should not be putting my dick in crazy"? Uh, we continued in a friends with benefits situation. She started therapy after getting a forcible bedroom not fun time date thing. Therapist told her she has bipolar and needs to seek AA immediately. See, I didn't read all this because it's just this long thing you sent me. Are you trolling me? Because, dude, I gotta send this to Rich Cooper. He's the authoritative expert on red flags. You're either trolling me or you are so naive and so pussy whipped and so stupid. You've ignored all these red flags, big red flags. She's an alcoholic and bipolar. Now, admittedly, the bipolar thing is overdiagnosed and abused by many girls to excuse crappy behavior. And I have no trust or faith in the veracity of therapists. But a diagnosis of this from a therapist isn't a good sign either. Immediately, none of the advice she followed and laughed off to me, which was a big concern and a red flag. All right, did you take action? Let's find out. Tune in next time. Turns out during this time, she was hanging out constantly with the other guy. I found out after. I asked multiple times during Friends with Benefits she was involved to care for him that we needed. That if she was involved to care for him, that we needed to be done. What? See, you're still attached. What do you care if she's banging other guys? You're just a friends with benefits. You're either friends with benefits or you're not. And the second you start confusing, but I got Fifi. Oh, look at the nice little boy over here who still thinks it's 1985. He's going to get the girl. After all this, you still had feelings for her. This mentally ill, bad person who I can't imagine being all that intelligent or interesting. Wait, what was her degree? You got to tell me your degree. What was her degree? I can't wait. What joke of a degree was it? I was reading like a middle schooler's diary, but with sex and drugs. She assured me she had no interest, which I later found out she was going to his house for parties, going to his competitions in a particular sport. The information revealed itself so obviously to me through his social media after a while. Friends with Beba. Yeah, I know, but I needed the truth. Okay. At this point, 4 months into it, she ends the Friends with Benefits claiming she isn't in the mental place to continue. Oh, really? Oh, but this is the first time she was honest. And that maybe down the road we could speak again, to which I agreed and also asked for final time. If this was God, you are such a pussy. Stop being a pussy. Yes, it's you. Shut up. And she assured me was a strong no. Although I didn't believe that, I decided I had no option but to move on. Dude, that's what he should have done like a year ago. 2 or 3 months go by, no contact. My mind needed the confirmation. Okay, I'm sorry, dude. You're so sad and pathetic here. You're so freaking sad and pathetic. Here's a woman who has demonstrated she is not worth your emotions and feelings. And you're so sad and pathetic because you got nothing else going on. You got a career, you got a job. I mean, other women. I mean, other things. How about self-respect for yourself? See, you're the type, and I'm going to speculate. I can't prove it, but I'm going to speculate. You're the type that is afraid to go back and find another girl, just be by yourself. That you are like, oh my God, this is the one, like, because you're too lazy to go back. Now, look, dude, look, I understand it's a royal pain in the ass. I get it. But why don't you just be single a little bit? Why don't you start deriving your own value through your own works, not the type of pussy you can access? Girl cheats on you, on drugs, spoiled trust fund baby. Lord knows you got a joke of a degree. Bipolar, alcoholic, debatable whether, she had that forcible bedroom, not fun time. And here you are like, I need to know. You should be doing this, like, God, get her off me. But you're such, I know, do you hate yourself? What is it? I don't know. Picture that confirmed. So I went to this guy's social media, and there it was. The picture that confirmed they were officially her kissing him at one of his competitions. This stung like a dagger in the back. Oh, wait. You were shocked? In the back. She was a mile away. Send you a singing telegram saying, hey, she's gonna come here and stab you in the face. Stab you in the face. Stab you in the face. Hey, she's gonna come here and stab you in the face at 1:33 p.m. She couldn't have telepathed her moves more than this. And she's running at you a mile away, calling on the cell phone. Hey, I'm going to stab you in the face. I'm going to stab you in the face. Then she gets within hearing range. Oh, I'm going to stab you in the face with this knife right here. And then she comes in, stabs you in the face. Oh my God, I can't believe she stabbed me in the back. Dude, I can't help it. You're this dumb. I can't. I can give you philosophy. I can paint the picture. But if you're this dumb, nothing can help you. That's going to be a good song. I'm going to stab you in the face, stab you in the face, stab you in the face. 1:33 p.m. Oh, during the time I was doing my best to get back on the horse, I slept with a decent amount of women. So I had relative success on dating apps and bars. The pain eased a bit, and now it's been a year plus since our official breakup. Which one? And probably 7 months since she ended the friends with benefit turnout because she wanted to pursue the EMT guy. After, yeah, I'm hurt and jealous. Still 7 months, still. She was cold and callous when she ended the friends with benefits, and in my moments of weak willpower, I went on his social media, saw that it looks like they're having the time of their lives. Yeah, okay, that's social media. So what? She's having the time of their lives. He's dating a rich Kuantahaha who, I guarantee you, is a financial liability, who's an alcoholic and presumably bipolar. Like, dude, how good was that pussy? Are you kidding me? I mean, I stuck in some relationships too long because I was getting some play, but in the end, I'm like, get the F out of here. Like, literally, because the next step is you're going to hit me because there's nowhere else to go to escalate your agitation right now. I'm not going to tolerate physical violence because then I got to get physically violent with you. Done. Okay, and you did get other girls, right? So what? What mental hold does it do? Bipolar rich bitch. What? Oh, but I'm so hurt. Lying bipolar alcoholic rich bitch. What a catch. I don't care what they're showing on the social media. That guy is miserable. She's miserable. Even if they stay together, who cares? And what? Who shows their L's on the social media? No one shows their L's. It's just like it's the best. It's all fake. Well, except okay, I'll admit. My life pretty much is what it is. Like I show on the social media. It's like, yeah, I am hiking. No, it isn't a once in a lifetime thing. It's every other day. I will admit that. Yeah, I'll admit. It is true. I don't have that many L's. Yeah, I got to fix the transmission today, but I should post my L's. Online. What would my losses be? The absence of the dog. That's what it would be. I'd post a picture of the dog not in its bed because I haven't seen the dog in 4 weeks. That'd be the L's. Pain eased a bit, year plus, 7 months, friends with benefit, da da da. She was cold and callous, and in my moments of weak will, I went on social media, looked like they're having the time of life. Well, I don't think that's weak willpower. I think that's just confirmation. You know that she lied to you this entire time. I've been with women since, some good ones, but I can't seem to allow myself to really connect as I'm still hurt over this stuff. I don't even want a relationship at this point. Right. What did I tell you? Wait a minute. A girl I legitimately believe that you loved and lived with for 2 years, who lied to you and strung you out, that put a bad taste in your mouth for other future girls? No kidding. Oh my God, I swam across this stream with a scorpion on my back, and then it stung me. I barely got to the other side of the stream. Now I don't understand. I have this apprehension of giving scorpions a ride on my back across streams. I don't know where it came from. No kidding. Maybe it's your survival mechanisms kicking in. Maybe it's your instincts overriding your incredible naivety and stupidity and idealism. Saying, whoa, no, we ain't going through that again. I know the kid is like emotional and lovey-dovey. Well, it ain't happening again. You're guarded. That's good. It's not going to happen to you again. Now you got to make sure you don't go too far the other way. Like, here's this nice girl. Maybe she really likes you. Just want to go out and have some fun. But if the girl, like, let me ask you this, buddy. Are you ever going to date a rich bitch from a foreign country again who's 20 years old? Probably not. You're going to date a girl who says she's bipolar and alcoholic? Probably not. That's good. Really hurt over this. Don't want to run, so I stopped going out of my way for pussy. I gave my ex a lot and treated her very well just to see her lie and deceive me. Most likely a little prior to breaking up with me, and the whole time after that point playing me like an effing fiddle. Yep. That was my third long-term relationship, and that woman ticked every box. What's the box? Has a hole? Is that the one? She has a hole. Click. What about all the legit deal breakers? We did have a great relationship. Do you hear yourself? You had a great relationship. Are you nuts? Did you not read about the second? You just wrote down the second half of the relationship. But obviously she got hypergamous, a monkey branch to me for a younger guy her age that gets her butterflies going. It was clear as soon as day eyes I stepped away. How do I fully let this stuff go? Only time, dude. Only time. And start thinking with your head and start having some self-respect and look at that girl for what she is. I don't care what emotional, buzzy, fuzzy, wuzzy feelings you got before. That is a liar, a cheat, a mentally ill woman, an alcoholic, and I'm going to guess she wasn't all that impressive intellectually. I'm sorry, rich kids. You're just not. Usually just on easy mode. You don't have to lift your weights mentally. Everything's handed to you. You're just not interesting people. You're quite boring. How do I let? She was initially planning on moving back to her home country after our breakup, is now living in my hometown, blocks away from my stomping grounds with her new budding relationship. I honestly don't even want to go home at this point. Since I've been seeing her in passing 3 times on a random social occasion, I go home. She goes to all my favorite spots that I showed her. Therefore, I stuck to staying out of state, working, doing my part. No, you just go there and you ignore her. Oh, okay. She reminds you of good time. Oh, sad feeling. Get used to it. You better get into this world where your value and your life and your happiness is not contingent on another person, male or female, doesn't matter. Oh, what? You think I didn't run into exes of mine on the dance scene? Guess what I did? I just got another girl and danced some more. Really? I'm not changing. Don't change your life for this person. Sorry, screwed you up. You go. You have more right to be there than her. Therefore, I stuck to staying out of state, working and doing my part to move on. How do you reconcile spending quality time with someone for that long and building a bond to going to being discarded like a trash for a guy that was in the background? Well, you realize that she is trash. Have you not picked up on this? Have you not? Oh no, the bad person hate. Oh no, Hitler doesn't like me. Pretty good endorsement. Oh no, communists think I'm a jerk on Twitter. Pretty good endorsement. I truly gave her my all, brought her into my life. Hang on. Really gave her my all and brought her into a life I built. Coming from a family as poor as church mice to make almost 200,000 a year building things. I thought I was doing okay for being a late 20-something, but apparently she wants to frat bro that has actual free time to do fun stuff while I'm away working. Not a shocker she chose the fun times and experiences over the relationship we had. I was two-timed and I played myself for a fool. Or was I just being authentic? And it is her bipolar, alcoholic, possibly narcissistic ass that couldn't bring her to honesty or truth to the table? Maybe. Small chance. I am obviously planning on paying for making you read the spew of words and the gut-churning pain in the ass that it was read. Either video request if it helps me or anyone else or one-on-one. Again, apologies for the novel. I'll compensate you. Feel free to answer. Blah, blah, blah. I love that flute. Or recorders, whatever. It could just be those like candy pops they're playing. Dude, I don't know how much of a kick in your ass you need to realize this was a horrible person and to get over it and move on. And whereas I am acutely aware of the human and emotional and love and psychological point that it's just nature, like you had pair bonding, all right? It's just time and getting over pair bonding. But instead of you like seething at this guy for taking your woman, I'd not kidding. Look at him like, dude, this guy just took this crazy gal off your hand. What do you think your life was going to be with her? Oh my God. I mean, all you see is well, she'd go what? Run off. If it wasn't this guy, it'd be another one. This guy gets to deal with a bipolar mental basket case who is going to be a financial liability. All right. I would focus on these facts. You're not going to undo, well, you will inevitably undo the pair bonding, but go ahead, look back, look at these facts. Like, oh, that was a despicable person. And I was young and stupid for falling for that. And so take some lessons, learn to not only identify the red flags, but act on them. And don't you ever pair bond this tightly with a girl unwarranted ever again. And here's the other final thing. You either get over this or you keep living a crappy life like you're living now. All right? You're in a kind of an abusive relationship, sort of. And here you're, oh, she treated me like crap. Oh, I miss her. What the hell's wrong with you? Wake up. Maybe you should actually go see a therapist. I'd recommend contacting Dr. David Maloney over at histherapist.com. He may not have any openings. If not, I would absolutely go talk to Paul at Apex Mindset. May actually go talk to Paul first, okay? I know Doc Maloney's busy. Paul at Apex Mindset. Go talk to him. For those of you who have been cheated on by a girl, talk to Paul at Apex Mindset. A little more quick, fast, military guy. He's gone through the trenches. He doesn't have time. He doesn't have time for whining and all that. He'll solve your problem or do a better, more psychological approach to this than me. All right. But yeah, talk to him. If you are still hung up on a horrifically bad person, something's off with you then. You got to figure that out. All right. If you kindly would subscribe to the channel, link below. Oh, no, not link below. Subscribe to just this YouTube. Get to 100,000. Hey, Alex Patino, truck driver, Latino agent. I ran into one of your colleagues. I ran into a truck driver last night. Eric Ashanta Williams Bow is a truck driver. Interesting fellow. Scrolling. Ryan Bark, 20 generous dollars. This live stream was so worth it. Well, I hope it helped. I mean, if you're trying to get over a girl that cheated on you, guys, I guess the simplest thing is, look, just Try mental exercise. Set aside your emotions. Okay, just set that aside. The girl cheated on you. Like, isn't that bad? Like, what if the girl kicked you in the shins? You're on a date and a girl kicked you in the shins. Like, I would be like, what? Whoa, you're mentally ill and you're bad. Done. Girl spits in your face. But I love her. What? No. The fact she cheated on you should be like, okay, it should be your liberation. And be like, whoa, okay, well, I mean, in the ideal world, here's where I know you young boys have emotions. It's all right. When you get to become old like me, those will be beaten out of you. If a girl, let's say Cappy goes dating again, okay, and I meet some girl, this is how it just be just like Vince and Masculine Geeks. Like, there's no committed relationship. It's open. I'm gonna bang other girls. I don't care who you bang. I just don't care. Just stay safe, like STD wise. We're never getting married. We're never living together. And when you are done with this relationship, just let me know. Just take off. That's cool. It's fine. That's it. There's no emotions. There's no feelings. Oh, you won't bond. Oh, yeah. It's just been a great bonding has a great track record in the United States here now. Does all those happy marriages I see. And then, oh no, she ran off. She found a guy. Good luck to you. I wish you the best. All right, it was fun. Bye. You kind of had that, but you put your emotions into it. All right, that's ideally how you would get there. Or let's say you are dating a woman, or you're married to a woman. All right, you might actually love her. You should be able to get to the point. You find out, oh, she cheated on me. Like, okay, well, this is over then. Yes, it hurts, but I'm not destroyed over it because now you've shown me, like, oh, okay, you're that type. All right, well, no, it's sad. But it is what it is, and we must deal with that in the reality. I don't know. Don't worry, you'll get there. You'll get there. You're all going to get there, whether you like it or not. Monkey D Nice, 20 Norwegian kroners. TFM got the solution. I understand. Yeah, okay, it's his sex dolls. I understand there's a logical and scientific argument there, but I still need like a human being. I need a sentient entity to interact with. You know, TFM has a compelling argument with neurochemicals and neurology and all that. I'm like, yeah, it's a doll. It's not a human being. Boom, that's it. All right. There you go. See you guys later. Toodles.